Oop, all right, we are live, and I am sending out messages informing the world as such.
Okay.
Alrighty.
And there we go. All right, welcome everybody to yet another Monster Mash, where we test out a monster build for Pathfinder 2nd Edition in an easy encounter. I am your host. I'm Big Brother on the Monster Monday Discord, but you guys can call me Jake. I am joined, as per usual, by a couple friends here. So we have Zach, and Zach, who are you playing tonight?
I am playing an iconic character from Street Fighter, one of the bestest waifus, Chun-Li. She is a human monk, and I tried to focus mostly on like her kicking capabilities. So we'll see how well that actually functions.
The Chun-Li is not the monster, not in this instance. Though I will be ignoring your build as much as possible, Zach, because I do have plans for Chun-Li as a future full build Friday.
Alright. Whatever I did, you can't copy it.
I know, so I can't make her a human or a monk. It
Yep.
just got much harder. Decaf is running 2 characters this evening. So who's the first you'd like to introduce?
We'll start with the more familiar face. So I have Greyhound coming back in for his second run. He is a Tempest Oracle Suli Heritage Knoll. So he's got all the like weird genie magic that bestowed upon him the mystery of the elements. Pretty straightforward. I've got a couple of divine accesses to give him some extra storm-like spells, and we'll see what we run today.
All right, very cool. And then
And then the
your
second character.
Yeah, you got the second.
All right, so this is my hopefully not cursed character. I've named him Declan today, but I have had a running luck of not being able to play a rogue well, so we're gonna try again. And
Okay.
this one is a ruffian rogue with a spear.
Ruffians are my favorite. Very nice. Favorite rogues. And then last but not least, and I feel like I usually save him for last, Shy.
Hello. I mean, I don't mind being saved for last. It's totally fine. But yeah, the not so shy, and I am playing a character of mine whom is actually one I've played in like first edition and is like a remade, like for my sake. Zinari, a kitsune of mine, whom originally was an arrow kineticist, is now a little bit adjusted to be an arrow and wood kineticist.
Oh, very cool.
Little support, a little bit of attack, little bit of everything.
She attack, she support.
She defend.
Yeah. Well, excellent. The 4 of you have been commissioned by a local merchants guild who used to take a route through this bog, this marsh. And this marsh doesn't have a lot of safe terrain to travel on, so they were somewhat confined to this singular path. Unfortunately, recently this path has come under attack. The assailants have gone unseen, but are able to launch large-scale assaults at a distance, forcing those passing through to abandon their carts and their goods. You have been asked to investigate and stop whatever this threat is, which leads us to where we are now. 4 of you have made your way into the swamp. I will let you organize yourselves a little bit if you would like, but don't move too much further ahead.
Sounds good. Go there.
Okay. All right. As you guys are moving, can everybody give me their perception score real quick?
Sure.
Plus
Just their-
17.
It's a plus 17?
Yes.
Okay. So
15 for myself.
all right, so 27,
Plus
25,
18. Yep.
28.
So
Okay.
plus 18 and plus 20.
Ooh, so DC 30 is the highest I have to beat.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep, for Declan specifically.
I have a bonus that isn't factored in here, so let me give this a shot. Okay. So that is going to be a 28. So Declan, the most observant of the party, you catch what you initially believed to be a tree in the distance suddenly move and lurch forward. And as it does, as it begins to move, you realize that your initial estimation of it is far off. It is instead a strange, almost spider-like creature composed entirely of bark and wood and vegetation, and is treading upon
Oh no.
6 or 8 powerful legs ending in root-gnarled trunks. Amongst the foliage and stuff growing from its bulbous body rise a pair of hollow logs overgrown with moss. The creature in question looks like this. And you guys are all seeing the art?
Yeah,
Ugh.
that's
Good.
my favorite Pokemon.
Grass toys.
Yeah.
Ugh.
This does look like something straight out of a Lovecraft story, though.
Well, as it catches sight of you, you're not quite sure, you don't see any eyes. The trunk-like protrusions lower. We are going to roll for initiative as I reveal the creature on the map. There we go. I'm glad you liked it. The rest of them didn't even seem to react to it.
You don't consider mine a reaction? Excuse me?
No, he said Dinnerman saying he likes grass toys. He thought that was a good one.
Oh, gotcha. Fair enough, I suppose.
Excellent. All right. Well, fortunately for me, I am leading this charge.
Tally ho!
So, let's begin the encounter. The first thing my creature will do is you see it spends an action, and you see it rise up, and it stomps its feet down into the muck, just boom, boom, splattering mud around it. And as it does, you can see the roots extending from its trunk-like legs growing and digging into the earth. It seems to settle into an almost sort of stance as it uses the dig in action. Its second action is it's going to open fire. So it launches a 10-foot burst, which I guess would use the circle template. Yep. So it's aiming just like that. And so you see one of these cannons lower simultaneously, and you hear this almost like this gurgling sound before one of them fires. Let me see my options here. Yeah, I think we got to start with that. So you see firing from this cannon are just what looks like a mass of these tiny seeds just dunk, 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 dunk. And they fire and try to embed into your flesh. So it's going to make an attack roll. Because trunk cannon is not loaded. Oh god.
You made a living mortar.
The ammunition comes back to haunt us again.
But for a
I
monster.
don't know how to do this for a monster. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to remove the reload trait from this creature's attack. Just for functionality's purposes. All right. So it opens fire. Oh boy. How's a 45 against everybody's AC?
It's a crit.
Crit and crit.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anybody who's it's
Fascinating.
not a crit against?
How many of us do you think have a level 35 AC?
I don't know. I don't play
36.
characters. Okay.
You're right. That's
Only-
almost a double crit.
Only build them. All right. Everybody is going to take. Oh, I should roll critical. But everybody can just take double that.
Boop.
And then I need, once everybody's taken the damage, there we go. I need everybody to roll. Where is it? There it is. A fortitude save. Critical success from Chun-Li.
Oh, this is freaking stupid.
Failure from Inari and
I rolled a
Greyhound.
4. Freaking so mad.
And a critical success from Declan. All right. So Inari and Greyhound, these
Great.
seeds dig into your flesh, and you can feel them pulsing and squirming and growing within you, sapping at your life force. For the creature's third and final action, I think it's going to make another shot.
He will fart in our general direction.
Using its second cannon, it is going to release a large, almost like spore-like puffball. And again, you hear like this gurgling sound, and then just this boom, and this massive like puffball of spores and fungi soars through the air to crash in the center of all of you, spreading. So it's going to make another attack. This is going to be at its -5. Ooh,
Really?
28 got everybody?
That would be a miss on me.
Okay.
Yep.
Miss on Declan?
No, it's a hit.
Okay. Alright. So, once more, those of you that were hit, this might... Alright, I'm a little worried about this creature. I might need to do some redesigning, but that's what these tests are for.
It's fine.
17 points of damage again.
Yeah, this is a lot of damage. Oof.
And those of you that were hit by the spores, this is poison damage, by the way. So if anybody's got any resistances to that.
I don't think I do, but I'm glad you said something. I now have to check.
And those that got hit are now confused.
Oh, BB. I think you might need to genuinely
Big
consider
move.
the redesign real quick, man.
All right. Chun-Li.
Should have made them saves.
Yeah, my 4 on the die. Yeah. Mhm.
I guess she will begin to close in the gap. How do I? Oh, space.
Yep. Space to alter.
All right. 1 dash of movement.
Ooh, wow.
And then she will have to sacrifice a second. And then she will just, I guess, throw a kick out there.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to target the monster.
A 37 is a hit. .13 points of damage. All right. Declan. So let me see here. We'll say Greyhound 1, Inari 2, Chun-Li 3, and the Artillerist is 4. Go ahead and roll me a D4, please. 1. So you're going after Greyhound.
Cool. Well, I'm confused, so I guess do everything in my power to attack, right?
Yep.
Does this involve using as many of your abilities as you can, or is this
I
just
was gonna
base
say-
attack?
Base attacks or kill without
This is base attacks.
consequence? Okay.
There's
That-
no
There's a
Okay.
major difference.
There's a major difference because, again, the unluck of my rogue is I have vicious swing, BB. Holy
Well-
fuck! And you're 1,000 miles away. Like, I'm glad the monk could get up there. The rest of us are not in combat today. Ladies and gentlemen,
Sounds a whole
look
lot
forward
of
to this. We're gonna die. All right, attack 1 against myself. Thankfully, it's the same AC. That's a miss.
Even with the
Second
flat-footed.
attack. Even flat-footed, yeah.
All right. We're off guard. Sorry.
28.
All right. So despite being, well, here roll again for your second attack.
Jeez. Yep.
For 1d4.
Oh,
Oh.
1d4. Well,
Yes, yes. So determine who you're attacking.
all right. Here we are.
3. Okay. So you're going after Chun-Li.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
So
Well,
you can start moving towards her.
pump them
suddenly you're
legs.
so far away. I don't have your legs. You have different kinds of
Chun-Li
legs.
never skips leg day.
Fact. Yeah, I don't have anything to like boost myself outside of just my natural speed, which should
Yep,
be
so
at
just-
a plus 35 feet.
All right. Yeah. So if it takes the rest of your action, stride as close to her as you can.
Yep. Let's see here. 1, 2, let's see. Okay, so that would be one action to get to like here.
Okay.
And then is that? Yep, and then that's 35 feet to get to there.
Okay.
Alright, this is my 3.
All right. Inari. We'll have Greyhound be 1, Declan 2, Chun-Li 3. The Artillerist is 4.
You got it.
Please roll if you're confused.
4.
Okay.
Well, there's still a problem. It's so freaking far.
Move as
Where's my movement speed? 30. Okay.
yep. You can move so that the target is in reach.
Whee! Well, hold on. I have to check something because I forget the range on this. Oh, and that's dumb. Hang on. What is the
could
range on
also-
that?
You could also gather elements because you are a kineticist. And
Well,
you
I
get
would be able to
confused.
get a free attack out of it if I do that, so I need to make sure I'm in range if I do that.
You are presently 65 feet away.
Where is the base range? What's the base range? Because I don't see that anywhere.
It's listed with the elements themselves.
There it is. Elemental Blast.
Air has 60 feet.
Yep. How far away is this son of a gun?
65.
Still probably. Oh, that's right. Okay. Well, another 30. And then for my third and final action, I will channel elements, and as part of that, I will use a blast to attack. Select a
Okay.
rate. Oh, I don't think I have a way to choose as of right now. So unfortunately, I guess I'm just stuck with the base. Yay!
Uh-oh.
Well, I have the option to choose the aura size, but you know, if I'm confused, I don't think I get to choose.
Yeah. Probably not right now. But I think you can just adjust that as a free action on your turn.
Is that what that actually gives?
I don't know. But go ahead and make the attack. We'll worry about the other stuff later.
I'll just make it a 5-foot aura for now. Oh, I actually have everything now. Okay, all right. Because I have to channel elements for it to show me the attacks, so it wasn't showing me anything I could do with them. I'm like, oh, thanks. And I guess we'll just go with cold, because that's what it's currently on, so.
Okay.
Range of 60 feet. Perfect. Yeet!
Make sure you're targeting. Ooh.
Mother!
Rough. Rough. All right. Greyhound.
Oh,
Love this for me.
1 for Nari, 2 for Declan, 3 for Chun-Li, 4 for the Artillerist.
oh Lord. All right, let's do this. Rolling d4.
1. So you are going after Inari.
All right, but if it's base attacks,
That's fair. I'll take it.
Attacks and cantrips, since you're a caster.
okay. Cantrips are reasonable. I guess if it's only single target, then that means what am I doing here? Well, I only have 2 cantrips, so. And by 2 cantrips, I mean 2 offensive ones. So this can't be too terrible, at least. Plus side. Please hold. I have to actually get over here. All right. How far away are you, Inari? Why are you so far?
55 feet.
Oh, perfect. All right. I don't even have to move. Cool. You see like a bracelet that Greyhound wears all the time and constantly also has to reshape, slip into his hand and reshape and then fires off in the form of needle darts.
Okay.
So I've got you targeted and cast. And then nothing extra applied, so it's just the base needle darts with the attack. Plus 20.
There's a hit.
Beautiful.
So these darts
there
embed into Inari for 23 points of damage.
Oh my gosh.
Pain.
You have 1 action remaining. Just roll me a d4 real quick. We'll see who
Sure.
you're. 2. All right. So your next target would be Declan.
Oh, he's too
Runs
far.
in.
Okay, I actually
If
have to move
he's
closer now.
Too far, then you can stride to get within range.
Yep. Alright, I have a 30-foot movement speed for him, so we're just gonna move on up to
Okay.
here. And
Move
that
on
is Greyhound.
All right, and that actually works out really well for you guys because now you are all.
Fire in line.
Well, I was going to say you're no longer bunched up.
Are we all no longer confused as well?
At the start of its turn, you guys are no longer confused.
Woohoo!
However,
Nice.
at the start of its turn, those of you that have seeds growing inside of you need to make another fortitude save.
I'm okay with fortitude saves. I'm supposed to be good at these.
Let's see, that should just be Greyhound, so let me.
All right,
make sure
Inari,
this
you recover completely.
Woohoo!
The seeds die out within you. Unfortunately,
Nope.
the seeds
shall
are
stay off
starting
guard.
to grow from your wounds. So you feel like yourself getting a little like tangled up in them. Alright. The Mangrove Artillerist is going to spend 1 action to replenishing reload. It's going to gain some temp HP. You hear this sort of sucking sound, and you see the water beneath your feet, Chun-Li, sort of draw into the Mangrove Artillerist. It is going to use another action to do a regular reload, and then it'll use its 3rd action to dig out, so to end its dug-in effect.
Did you design it so it has to reload each cannon separately?
Correct.
Oh, interesting.
Chun-Li, that is all 3 of its actions.
Alrighty. I guess for my first action, Chun-Li will move into Dragon Stance,
Nice.
and then she will attempt to perform a power kick with Dragon Tail.
Okay. That is a hit. 19 points of damage. So, I'm going to subtract... That wipes out its temp HP, and then I will... Oh, you know what? I think it applied it... Okay, I'll keep track of that for the future.
Okay.
Alright, but it took the 9
Um,
damage.
Her third and final,
19 damage.
she will shift into Reflective Ripple Stance.
Ooh, interesting. Alright, so that takes you out of Dragon Stance.
Yes.
Okay. Declan.
Alrighty. Let's, I guess, try and get in there now at this point. Let's see. I can move 35 feet. Oh, let's see if anything happens as I get close and try to move around this thing. 35 will get me to here.
And something
In
does
one
indeed
action.
happen. It's going to use it's going to use its reaction. As you move around it, you see it swivel, and both of its cannon drop down, and you think for a second like you're about to get a face full of these cannons. But you realize that they're directed lower at the ground itself. And as they both fire, unleashing torrents of water, its legs spring up, and it is going to cannon leap and try to jump away.
I see. This is a mobile fight. Okay.
It's trying to be. So let's see the athletics roll. Okay. So it can move up to its speed with its jump. Oops. So it is going to jump over here. It splashes loudly and into this water, snapping the log beneath it.
This is a really neat monster.
Thank you. All right. That was its reaction. That's all it's got.
Jeez. I got chat. Alright, let's see here. 35 feet will get me... Let's see. Oh, the water's a little further over. Okay, perfect. So I can stay on land this entire traipse over. Here's another 35 feet. I'm not gonna be able to do anything sneak attack wise. So I think I'm just gonna make my a flat attack with my spear.
Okay, let's see it.
Change my target off of Inari. And then rat this guy. Weapons would have been drawn, so just hurry up and pull this bad boy out.
Yep, we did establish you guys were kind of hunting.
Oh.
That is a hit.
Nice. Okay. Now I don't know how this is going to roll all the things. It shouldn't apply anything other than spear and the wounding rune.
Yeah, I'm not sure the wounding happens. Actually, you know what? It does not. Because in its immunities is immunity to bleed.
Okay, cool. So yeah, it should just be the 2d10.
Hey, cool. So this time, so a lot of the times when I do like resistances and I take damage, it doesn't automatically apply the resistance. This time, when I took this damage, it said my Artillerist is immune to bleed, and so it didn't apply it.
Oh, gotcha. Nice.
Yeah, excellent. All right, that is all 3 of Declan's actions. So you get up there and you just stab into this vegetation, its tendrils just whip out at you. Inari, it is your turn. As this
All right,
plant
now I can start
screams
doing
at
some
Declan.
fun things.
Okay.
So we're gonna start by entering a stance.
I'll allow it.
I appreciate it. We're gonna do Ravel of Thorns. How do I enter it?
I don't know. I guess we just got to keep track that your aura is
Yeah,
this.
Such a wee. All right. Okay. I also want to be able to change my aura, so I'm going to do a thing here, if you don't mind. I'm going to channel elements just to get the effect, so that it prompts me for the aura. I'm going to change it to a 20-foot. And I'm going to do safe elements and designate all of my allies to be safe from the effect of my Ravel of Thorns.
Ooh, okay, wow.
And then I'm going to move to... we'll do here.
Okay.
No, here.
Okay.
That way Declan is also in this aura. Because also in this aura, as an aerokineticist, anyone who will be starting their turns will get a 10-foot status bonus to their movement speed. That is an ally of mine.
Okay, very cool.
So,
Busted.
So
one action
there's that.
to stance, one action to move.
And then we'll one action... I don't think there's anything else. Actually, if I wanted to try a recall knowledge on this thing...
Nature.
Or
Arcana.
I will do Arcana.
Or if you think you have an applicable lore.
Well, unless Kitsune or Mercantile lore somehow makes sense.
No.
I will take Arcana. Do you want me to roll that publicly, or do you want to roll?
Yeah, go. We're testing. Go ahead and roll publicly.
All right. Here's my Arcana.
All right, that is a
36.
success. The Mangrove Artillerist is an elemental from the plane of wood.
You don't say.
I do say.
Oh, so you're like cousins.
Facts.
I can give you one piece of information.
Do I get to know, does it have like the wood trait?
It does.
Is that a free piece or no?
I'll give it to you for free.
Okay. I would like to know if it has any, we'll do resistances.
No resistances, but it is immune to bleed, paralyzed, poison, and sleep, like many elementals.
Okay, I can work with that.
Yep. But
okay,
Mangrove
cool.
Artillerists were developed as siege engines by the plane of wood.
Yeah, I not exactly surprising.
Yep.
This thing,
Greyhound.
it looks like it'd be a siege engine, I'm going to be honest.
Interesting.
So Greyhound,
That's awesome.
these vines are starting to like grow from the wounds pelted into your
It's awful.
well, pelt by these seeds fired from this monstrosity.
You're gonna need a
It is
shave.
awful. Yeah. Yeah, I'll just treat it like lice. I'm just gonna shave everything and get some medication.
All right. What would you like to do?
Cool. Well, okay, so I'm not otherwise hindered for movement, so that's a win. So I'll go ahead and move my base speed up to try and catch up to the party. So here is 30 feet. We're gonna just make our way to there.
Making your way downtown?
Slowly.
Walking fast?
10,
To
20,
that
30.
grass.
Okay, perfect.
If I gave out hero points,
last
Zach, that might get you one.
Alright, and then I last checked, Inari should be at less than half from my see.
She does look bloody to me.
Yeah, that was not a fun round.
So, in pizza slices, what are you looking like exactly?
A lovely 77 of 162 slices. Roughly.
Too many slices.
That's so many slices.
So many slices gone. So many people took so many slices of pizza so fast. No one knows how to share.
Oh,
Many
man.
cooks.
All right,
Get
cool.
a few slices.
Amazing. All right, cool. Then Greyhound is going to get up to there. Thankfully, that puts me within 30 feet. I'm going to cast
Exactly 30
a
feet.
2. Yeah, precisely. I am barely making it. We're going to do a 2-action 6th rank heal on Inari to try and keep you up since you are our tankiest ranged character.
I appreciate it.
Alright, so you unleash a font of healing energy at Inari.
Yay.
Reinvigorating the Kitsune kineticist.
Oh,
And as you do,
Yes.
the vines in your form almost seem to thrum as trying to drink in the life energy pouring from your body. Which is
Oh,
my way
God.
of saying it's time to
Make a
make another save.
Perfect. All right. Well, let's do the thing. Where's my fort? There you are. I'm at 2nd currently.
Yep, you're at stage 2.
So DC. And that.
And now, unfortunately,
Stage 3.
stage 3. So we can
Mhm.
left click on your drained to increase that value. And so at this point, the vines have now started fully growing and are now wrapping around your body, pinning your limbs down, immobilizing you as they start digging into the ground. For its actual action, the Mangrove will do a replenishing reload.
So it is its turn?
Yes.
Cool.
Yep. Does it take the damage at the start or only when it moves through the stuff?
I think it's specifically when it moves through.
Excellent. Okay, so I
But
have
it does have less movement as well.
Yep. Well, don't worry, I'm working on that. So I have reloaded. It takes aim at you. And it's gonna make a trunk cannon strike.
That sounds ominous as all get out.
So
I
here
just
we
realized
go.
I don't have reactions on this character. That's a mistake.
36.
That's a hit.
Not a crit?
Nope.
Alright. It launches a torrent of water at you. You take 21 points of bludgeoning damage
Hmm.
and are pushed back 10 feet.
Well, I'm sorry, Declan.
Yeah.
The Artillerist will then spend an action, its third and final action, to step. Or not step, it will stride.
Cool. I have a reactive strike.
Okay.
I will take advantage where I can.
And so it's like if it starts its turn in there, it takes the -10. How exactly does that work?
It started its turn in there, and it takes the -10. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think the aura is all perfect, so it's one of those that like only my allies are getting that aura junction for air. Only you are getting that -10 from the thorn.
That is a hit against the Artillerist. Alright, 13 damage.
Yeah, so if you had like a 25, it'd be a 15 at most.
Okay. Chun-Li.
All right.
You have a +10, not that
yeah.
you need it.
Yeah, with your now 65 movement speed.
I'm going to start this turn with dual action, flying kick.
Okay.
I believe I have to make
Go
a
high jump or a long
athletic.
jump? Yep.
Long jump.
Alright, go ahead and give me an athletics check.
You do have quick jump, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
All right, you can jump up to 30 feet.
Alrighty.
Yeet.
And now I believe I can.
You get a
I make a
strike.
Strike. Beep boop. Well, since I'm in riffle stance, I might as well make it a flowering strike. Ooh.
Flowing
Maybe
wave. All right, unfortunately, as you kick sailing through the air, this thing manages to lurch to the side, dodging your blow despite its heavy frame.
Alright, well, let's try to combo into a key strike.
Oh, this is ballsy, Zach. Let's see it. Are you gonna do the flurry of blows version?
Might as well.
Okay. Make sure you're applying the spell effect of Key Strike, and then go ahead and roll your strikes.
How do I...
Oh, you can drag it from the box itself onto your character, where it shows up in the chat.
Alrighty. Yep, alright. And so... These will both be at -5? -4?
The first one will be at -4.
No.
The second will be your third attack.
Yeah.
Okay. Beep boop. Beep boop. That's
No.
a natural one.
Well, that's
And
unfortunate.
that's
Natural
2.
two.
All right.
Beautiful.
So you jump, but you narrowly miss. As you splash into the water, energy surges around your feet, and you lash out with 2 quick kicks that again slowed down by the muck and the mire that you're now standing in, fall short,
Is input reading...
making it now Declan's turn.
Okie dokie.
I was trying
I
not
will
to
attempt
get us trapped in the corner here, but you guys seem intent on doing so.
Hey, you jettisoned yourself in
facts.
that direction, first of all.
And I was planning on going around.
I'm just chasing the pinata.
We're just trying to attack. What do you want from us?
Funny. All right. Well, I am gonna go ahead and move. So that'll be 5, 10 into the water.
Yep.
15, 20 probably since I've still got water here. And then 25 to get to here. 30, and then 35 can actually get me around to here.
Okay. So you dash around this
Um,
behemoth, this
Mhm.
arboreal behemoth, getting into a flanking position with your companion
Yes, sir.
Chun-Li.
And then from here, I'll take advantage of trying to get off an
Rising.
off-guard sneak attack with this thing. I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my vicious swing on this.
Okay. Let's see it. From Hell's Heart, you stab at this plant and miss.
Oh wow, I missed. All right. Well, that would be all 3 actions to move and do the swing.
All right. Inari. You've definitely slowed this thing down, but your friends have had no luck against the monstrosity this round. What would you like to
That's-
do?
Fair. Well,
Oh, also,
Uh,
you guys may notice while it was slowed from Inari's aura, it did not seem bothered by the swamp itself because it has swamp stride.
fair enough. And it never moved through into a new square of mine because it just was able to get right out. So,
Yep.
all right. I'm going to go ahead and start, however. We're going to go ahead and extract element.
Okay. So this is a fortitude save.
It should show it here in a sec, I think. Extract elemental matter from target a creature. I'm using wood. Takes 2d4 damage.
And then it makes a
Mentions
fortitude save.
no.
It's the last
There it
line.
is.
Yeah.
There it is. Thank you. So yeah, fort save.
Okay. 32.
Against my class DC, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Oh wait, where's the class DC on Foundry? Oh, there it is.
Okay.
That is a success.
Okay. So it takes half damage of whatever you roll.
Impulses by any immunity the creature has to their elemental trait or traits, and the target takes a -1 status penalty to its saves and AC against my impulses. The target normally has resistance that would apply to damage from one. Ignore it. Normally would be immune to that damage type, but instead resistance.
Okay.
5 minutes. Okay. So I'll start with the 2d4. Because it takes half of that.
Is it really only 2d4? Wow.
It's all the bonuses that I get from other stuff. Like the -1 circumstance penalty to saves and AC. For
right,
me.
but so you gain this at level 3, and then it's supposed to increase by 1d4 every 2 levels after that.
Increases. Oh, interesting.
So it should be 5, 7, 9. It should be 5d4.
Why didn't it actually? Ugh. All right, whatever. All right, 5d4. So even somehow it still didn't work. 5d4 it is. Doesn't say any damage type, so it's just straight up 5d4. Halved.
Okay. So yep, it will take. Let me make sure I have it selected. Half of that.
Okay. And then I will go ahead.
You reach out
Move
towards
in.
it, and as you do so, like you pull some of the bark from it, and it joins the swirling wooden detritus around you.
Lovely. I will move to here because at the start of my turn, I started in my own aura.
Mm-hmm.
So 40 feet of movement. However, using safe elements once again, I am going to switch my stance.
Okay.
To Drifting Pollen. I need a fort save, and it takes a -1 to this save because it was affected by my extract elements.
All right. Let me see. Oof. All right. It is sickened 1.
Perfect. And Dazzled.
For as long as it remains sickened. Oh, okay. Very cool. So 1 action move, 1 action change stance. Anything else?
And extract elements.
Ah, very good. Okay. Greyhound.
Sweet. All right. Well, I'm glad that you moved, Inari, because now I can just spend all 3 actions to also give you a small bonus, just in case. But this is mostly for me, just so we're clear. As I throw out a 3-action Blessing of Defiance, choosing Fortitude saves.
Ah, okay.
Yep.
All right, so this lasts for
As I
1
need
round?
Yep.
Okay. Well, it is the Artillerist's turn, and it is time for you to make use of that bonus. As these seeds once
Perfect.
more try to drain you.
Awesome. All right. I'll just quickly apply it just to make it hopefully do its thing on its own.
You did the 3-action version, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. It actually asked me, so
Oh, gotcha.
don't forget to add it to yourself, everyone.
You're the only one that's in range. Everyone else is outside of 30 feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Chun-Li, you also have the aura junctions still.
I can.
I don't know how to change that. Oh no, I guess that's still there.
You have an
All right. Well,
extra
I dragged the
on
spell effect onto myself. It's not applying. So,
We can
well, plus
pull
4.
at it. Yeah.
Let's
We'll
see here.
be honest. So you're at stage 3 right now.
Yep. Oh, what the heck? Come on. Do the thing. Please do the thing. The foundry slowed down. Okay, I think I got this.
Okay.
Here we are. So,
Go ahead and give
plus
me that.
16, we'll add plus 4 to this.
And for some reason, the DC is now lower because it's sickened, despite the C's no longer being part of it.
I'll still take it.
Even
So
with
that
the
would be
plus
a
4, that's a
25.
23.
Yep.
Or yeah, 25.
Okay.
All right.
Stage 4.
Drained 3. All right. The Artillerist. So the Artillerist is it slowed still?
It's no longer slowed, but it is sickened because that effect is gone.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. We're gonna do a.
Sickened and dazzled.
We're gonna do a replenishing reload. Then, and actually that would trigger reactions because it's using an interact action to reload. If Declan wants to react to that.
Sure. Yeah, I'll take any advantage I can because we're barely hurting this thing, and Greyhound's gonna die in 2 rounds. So
You'll be fine.
Nope. All right.
nope.
The Artillerist is going to stride. Up here. So Dinnerman, as noted in its trunk cannon ability, it has to spend a single interact action to grow new munitions inside its trunk, and manipulate is part of the interact action. So that does provoke, like reloading usually does. And you know what? I think it just wants distance. It's gonna move again. Right up there.
Chun-Li doesn't have stand still?
No.
Chun-Li.
No, that's fair. I was wrong. You do have that bonus to movement speed, by the way, so you're fine. I was just crazy.
I guess we will attempt another flying kick just to
Okay.
get back after it.
All right. Go ahead and give me another athletics check. 35. All right. You can leap up to 35 feet, so...
And then Haicha.
35 is a hit. There you go. All right, let me see something.
And I guess I will just attempt to spam. And so just button mash with Chun-Li.
All right, another flurry of blows. 32, because it's sickened, that is exactly a hit.
Yay!
All right.
Ah,
I don't know. If its AC was 1 lower, you would have had it there.
Listen, I tried.
Declan.
All right, we're chasing after it. Let's see here. 5.
I bet you don't count as in my auras upsetting.
You know, it is what it is. Come on. I selected myself. Thank you. 5, 10, 15. All right, hold on. 5. All right. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 as I get onto land. So then technically, yeah, I guess I could do 35 to get right next to Chun-Li.
Next to Chun-Li.
As I cross the water. And then I still need to get up there. So. 5 foot step in.
Okay.
And we'll just make a normal strike.
For what it's worth, it couldn't have reacted anyway, because it needs both cannons loaded to do its cannon leap.
That's funny.
28, unfortunately, is a
Nope.
miss. Okay. Inari.
Question.
Yes.
Is there anything I can do to try and help Greyhound, who clearly looks like they're kind of suffering?
Do you have anything to boost fortitude saves?
I mean, I've kind of looked through those already. I meant like as like a skill or something, if I'm being admittedly honest.
Not really.
Unless this does something, but I highly doubt it.
I mean, you can kill him so that the seeds don't kill him.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything for that. All right. That's yikes. All right. Still trying to look just to see if I have anything, but I really don't know. Oh, wait, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
One moment. Well, that doesn't help me. All right, never mind.
All right, so what do you got?
All right, yep. Well, that's unfortunate. Best thing I can do to help him is literally to kill this thing before it does more, I guess. So
Okay.
that's I'm not saying it'll help you currently, but that's the best I got. We'll come up to here. It didn't do anything to affect its second.
Nope.
Okay. I'm gonna make my way to right here.
Which I think means it would actually, let's see, extract elements is a circumstance penalty and sickened is a status penalty. So it is,
sick.
So it is at a -2 AC against you.
Perfect.
Ooh.
I guess I didn't need to move, but oh well. We'll try to capitalize on that, I suppose.
Okay.
I didn't check for any weaknesses, but I don't have fire, so because that would otherwise be the thing I would think of. Cool. Well, then in that case, we'll just go ahead and make.
Wind? Wood?
Yeah. We'll go ahead and do an air blast, but we'll make it, I don't know, electricity, because why not?
Okay.
And we'll do a 2 action.
2 action, so it adds your constitution. All right, let's see it.
It's targeted. Okay.
Yep. It's currently got a -2 to AC against your elemental blast specifically. But even with that, that is a miss.
Man, this thing is an AC of at least 34. Frick.
Yeah, no. I might
Alrighty.
lower its AC though. Greyhound.
All right.
Well, no one's in range, so I'm going to do a 2-action Blessing of Defiance on myself
Okay,
for fortitude saves.
of course. Anything you can do with that third and final action?
At least look like I'm full of vitality before I kick the bucket in another round, because I can one-touch heal.
Okay.
Is that?
You know, this is very reminiscent of me running Pathfinder last night, because our buddy Alex, he got paralyzed by a ghoul, and he could not make that paralysis save to save his life.
Oh, it's so brutal. Oh, we'll see that one applied. Why is that one still there?
I had to remove mine as well.
Oh, because the new one should be the bottommost. And then, yeah, I think I'll just use. I'm not gonna like super heal myself. I will just do a 1-action, first rank heal.
Okay.
Just to top myself off a little bit. Maybe beat bloodied.
Okay.
There we go.
Life surges back into your body trying to fight against these seeds.
I know. I meant to click heal.
Uh-oh.
I'm just killing myself. It's fine. All right. That should be all of his actions, though.
All right. A new save is required. You've got the +4. It still has the -1. Alright, so you've got a net +1 between the Drain 3 and your Blessing of Defiance.
Yay. All right. Let's see here. Oh, you again. And you again.
Ooh.
I just hit it, didn't I?
Succeeded exactly.
Oh my god. Okay.
So
Alright.
close.
So this means your drain value does go down, which will be helpful for future saves. Okay, it is the Artillerist's turn. It is going to replenishing reload. I'm going to give it the temp HP. It is going to shoot at you. And also, sorry, that would provoke from Declan if he wants to use that now.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Ta-da. And roll for the knees.
That is a hit.
I will take it.
You stab your spear into this wooden warrior, dealing enough
wait.
damage.
BB,
Yeah.
what is this thing's AC? Overall?
33 baseline.
Baseline. Okay.
Alright, so that is a hit. That will deplete its temp HP. It then will fire at Inari, and instead of the Torrent of Water or other things you have already seen, this time it blasts you with splinters. Just a rain of splintered wood stabs
It is
out
still
at you.
dazzled.
Alright, it will make its flat check.
I'll take it using that high roll on the dazzle. Or not.
Wow.
You want to share those rolls with poor Decaf over there?
I wish.
BB.
I wish.
Sir, share.
He's on the,
Oh,
he's on the recall.
good news. I rolled very poorly on damage. No, that was already doubled.
Oh, well, hang on.
Put half that
undo.
back.
Well, I'm just going to do normal damage. What? What do you mean? I didn't unselect it, you dumb.
But
All right, cool.
as you are just torn apart by these splinters, by these fletchets, you start bleeding.
As the DM starts to die, I guess.
Yeah, excuse me. The seeds, they got me. And then it will use its third and final action to... You know what? It's going to do what I'm going to do, and it's going to try to retch. How's that versus your class?
That's a
DC?
success.
Okay, second is gone. Chun-Li.
Alrighty. I guess I will
Hey,
swap
BB.
over.
Yes.
It ended its turn in my aura. It needs another fortitude save.
Okay, I wasn't sure how that worked.
Oh, mother. I
How's
tried.
that? Always remembers actually could... Oop. Wow, if you'd moved into the flank, that would have hit.
Alright, well, let's go ahead and do that now. Cut off its retreat.
Alright, so one action to change stance, one action to move, one action to strike. Declan, you've got a flank going on. You've got your back. You got your sneak attack back.
Yay. Cool. I do want to see if I can get that off, but it might be in my benefit to help us out the way that this is going. So I am going to go ahead and spend 2 actions to use my, what do they call it now?
I think
Master, I haven't memorized you yet.
I think I might make an on-the-fly adjustment and lower this creature's AC to low instead of its current value. Because
Okay.
it's definitely tankier than I want it to be.
Oh, gotcha.
All right.
Fair
Sorry.
enough.
Proceed.
All right. Well, I am going to use a 2-action bless from my extraplanar supplication ancestry feat.
Ooh. Okay.
Which gives us a +1 status bonus, and then I believe I can increase the emanation in the future. So
Yeah,
I'll go ahead and start that
I
on
think it's 15
myself.
feet in the remaster.
Yeah, I think the remaster bumped it like pretty far, nicely
Yeah.
enough. I'll just go with this for now, and then I'll double check what remaster says here in a sec.
Okay.
But yeah, okay, so that'll. I said place the 5-foot emanation. Thank you. I would like to be the target. There we go. Okay, and then now I'll go ahead and try and make just a normal attack.
Okay, and you've got the
my
+1
third and
status
final
bonus
action.
to go along with the flank.
Beautiful. Let's see here. That put down this. Let me just make sure I add the spell effect. And voila.
All right, go ahead
Okay, I
and
think we're good.
strike.
Whoop. And roll attack.
31 is a hit.
Beautiful. Alright, and then this is damage.
If it still had its higher AC, that would have been a hit because of the bless. Is this rolling your sneak attack?
It is not, but that is max damage on the spear, funny enough.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But yeah, so 3d6 is what that will be for sneak attack. And there is that.
Okay.
That should do it.
All right. That brings us around to Inari.
We're just gonna try and put in some damage at this point. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with an aerial boomerang.
This
I
is a
put
fun one.
Yeah. I'm gonna check something. Is it guaranteed? Yes, it is. Okay, so I need to put down the 60-foot line, although it's sideways, so maybe not. So I'm gonna make
somebody
my
was
own.
saying you can alter it by, like, I think the arrow keys or something. The direction it's pointing.
I
Oh.
shall test it real
Interesting.
fast for us. I am getting
Nothing.
nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
So
I think
I'll just go ahead and make my own.
I think it was Osiris that said that, so I will double check with him.
I don't. Okay, so I make the ray like that. Got it. All right. So from right here in a 60-foot line, so it is
So basically,
way the frick over here.
save.
I have no idea where it would actually be because it doesn't actually say, but we'll just say there.
Okay. And this is a level 1 kineticist feat that increases by 1d4 damage every 2 levels. So level
This one I
11.
think did actually go up.
Okay. So reflex
Let me double
save,
check though.
40.
Okay, BB, we need to talk about your rolls. You gotta stop.
Sorry.
All right. Well, it avoided all the damage.
All right. That was 2 actions. You've got 1 remaining, right?
I'm going to blast it.
Okay.
But this has no penalty because that was a save. So.
Yep.
I think I still have it targeted. Yeah. Okay. Cool. We'll go for cold damage again.
That is a hit.
Oh, don't take that, or at least don't take 5 of that because I still had 2 actions selected.
Okay, I'm just going to take the damage and then give it back 5.
That works.
Okay.
Let me move that back to
Frost.
one action before I forget for the later.
Frost forms on the leaves of the Artillerist, and as some of it begins to wilt and wither, you realize that you have bloodied the beast. At the end of Inari's turn, you will take 6 points of bleed damage, and must roll a recovery check. Alright. Greyhound. You're starting to fight back against these seeds that have infested you.
Uh-huh.
Just don't.
All right. Well,
Greyhound over there
I'm
fighting his
glad
own
that I
battle.
rolled to have all of my 5th ranks for the day because that's the only way I'm gonna get through this, and this is my last one. So again, 2 action Blessing of Defiance on myself.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey,
And
that's
then-
when it said expired at least.
Anything you want to do with that third action, or you just want to move on?
I'll keep helping myself to live
Okay.
just in case. So there's that, and then yeah, same as before. I am gonna just go ahead and do a like first rank, light touch on self.
Okay.
It's a little thing, but it helps. That
Keeping yourself
Perfect.
in the fight.
right. Cool. That is it.
All right. The seeds. They grow. Alright, you only drained 2 this time.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a net +2 against this saving throw.
I cry. All right. Let's do this. Let's see here. And then Blessing of Defiance is on. Perfect. Okay. Nope.
It is.
Cool.
You
Um.
have returned to drained 3. As you go back into stage 4 of these sapping seeds. The Artillerist is fully loaded. I think what it's going to do is going to stride into the water.
Reactive strike, since I haven't taken it.
Go for it.
Awesome.
And this would still be against its flat-footed AC before it had moved.
There we go.
That was a hit because of Bless.
Nice.
Actually, no, sorry, it would have been a hit
Okay.
because of the flat-footed, the off guard.
I'll take anything. That
Okay.
and And you said it was off guard. Does it take the sneak attack with that as well?
Yes, yep.
Okay, just wanted to make sure on that one. Then
Ooh.
there we go.
That's rough.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Alright, it moves out a little bit. Then it is going to turn. And I think because you're the one that just smacked it, it is going to fire upon you. So it is going to fire. You hear again this sort of gurgling sound before you are pelted with rotted fruit.
Okay. Is this an attack roll? Can I use nimble dodge on this?
Yes.
Okay. Then I shall enact it now.
Oh, wait. Do you have another
Sort of
reaction?
helps. Oh, no, I don't. You're right. I'm not a
Okay.
level 20 fighter.
Alright.
Well, you know what? The attack was worth it.
You are pelted by putrid, rotting fruit, the flesh mushing against your own, dealing 2d10 bludgeoning damage
Mhm.
and 2d10 poison damage,
Cap.
And you become inebriated.
and leaving you sickened
Ew.
1.
Alright. Damage. damage. Okay.
Then it is going to use its final action to replenishing reload. Just fill up that cannon just fired. All right, Chun-Li.
And if it's turn, a fortitude save, please.
I guess it is still in there.
All right.
Nothing. All right.
So for Chun-Li's first move, she will step up. She
To
will
the streets.
swap to reflective stance,
Okay.
and then she will attempt a trip maneuver on the giant bush.
All right. Trip goes against a creature's reflex DC. Now, normally you're restricted to what you can trip by the size of stuff. Do you have the Titan Wrestler skill feat?
I do.
Okay, then you are good to go. Go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Beep boop. Beep boop.
Uh,
Dang, hate to see it.
25 is a critical failure. And on a critical failure for a trip, you lose your balance and fall prone.
In response,
Yourself falling prone?
yes, I would like to keep up.
Okay. Nobody saw that. Declan.
What?
What?
Was that all three actions?
Stride,
Yeah.
change stance, trip.
Oh, yeah, huh? Okay. Whoops.
All right. Well, I guess I am going to one action pull out a potion. Second action sustain, and it will increase bless by 10 feet
Okay.
from what it says. Now, how do I grab the? How do we grab auras on here again? Is it select targets?
Ooh, yeah, I'm not sure.
It was a once upon a time situation. I'm gonna push him out of the way just for a sec so I can see, because it's technically dropped underneath him.
Well, while you're figuring that out, do you mind if we move on to Inari?
Yep. Sure.
Okay. Shy, it's back to you.
Yep. This giant tree is indeed in my way, isn't it?
This middle part is impassable, but if you go under the branches, you're fine.
How fine? Like no difficult terrain?
Not under the branches.
So if I... Nope, that's measuring. So if I move to here... God dang it. It's the space bar, not right click. To here...
Yep, you're all good. Now the water's difficult
Ooh.
terrain,
Man,
starting here.
this tree is a problem. No, I didn't want it. Dang it.
He is being such, yes.
I don't like how mobile he is for an artillerist.
His
It's upsetting.
speed is 25 feet.
That's not his only mobility. Stop it. He's running away. How dare he? Okay.
Yeah, why wouldn't an artillerist want to keep out of range?
I have no idea. Seems counterintuitive to me. No. Okay. Well, I would love to hit him with the boomerang again, but I have no capability of doing that. So that'll just kind of disappear. So I'm actually going to go ahead and erase that now before I forget.
Okay.
So that'll just kind of poof away. Does he have any cover from me at this angle? I don't imagine he would if it's still under the branches, right?
If you're shooting at the branches, nope, you're good.
Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and make another single action elemental blast on him.
Okay.
So here's that.
Add a +1 because you're in my aura after it would have increased.
Thank
Nice.
you for the reminder. I will hold on here. I will actually go up to you, your bless, and just apply it that way because I can still drag the effect. At least if I can find it. There it is. Beep, beep. Jump to bottom. All right, try that again. Still have him targeted. He still has at least a -1.
Yep. Critical hit.
Nice.
Yeah, because of the bless. That is a critical hit.
Let's go.
Alright, 16 cold damage.
Yeah, no, it's so much damage.
Do you have a critical blast, perchance?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Didn't grab either of those. And then you're right here, right, Decaf? Still in the center of that?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just trying to figure out how to make it spread right now because I think I've almost got it figured out.
Gotcha.
It's just a very confusing thing.
Then in that case, I guess you'll probably want to move at some point. Well, I can move the tree. I'm gonna put a tree.
Okay.
We're gonna put a tree right below Declan. Right there. So, I don't know how it would have me do this, but Timber Sentinel,
Okay.
aka Protector Tree. There is now a tree right there. And it is equal to the equivalent of we're level 11,
Yeah.
6th rank spell.
Alright, 6th rank protector tree. So it has 60 hit points.
Indeed.
Alright. Greyhound.
I'll just put like a little marker there to represent it. Oh
Ari
yeah.
continues to bleed. Alright, but
Hey!
stops.
And then yeah, I'll just do this.
Then it will be Greyhound's
That's
turn.
perfect.
So we're just gonna fully skip the rest of Declan? Okay, thank you.
Wait, did you
I mean, I'm
hold?
sorry, I figure out the mechanics of this. No, I was just trying to figure out the rest of how to make the mechanics work for Foundry. And you said, well, while you're working on that, do you mind if we just skip ahead to Inari? Like,
Oh. Well, I'm sorry.
I had
Did
one
you...
more option.
Oh, did you? I thought you drank the potion. My bad.
No, I said I pulled it out.
Okay.
Right,
Well, then yeah, we'll go back to Declan.
All right, well, I'm giving up on this because I don't know how to work Foundry and I don't have time to deal with this any further, so. There is a 15-foot aura around him and he would have moved forward. Final action so that I could actually like get everyone in range.
Okay.
Greyhound is going to cry morbidly because he won't be able to do anything because he still can't move and he's dying.
Okay.
We're all dying. He's not special.
Alright. Well, let's get that save. You're on stage 4 right now. You got the saving throw?
I'm
There
working
is.
on it.
Ooh.
That's a success. Alright, you're up to only stage 3. Meaning your drain value does go down. Alright, the Artillerist. Let's see, it is fully loaded. Doesn't want to dig in, obviously. I think what it is going to do is it is going to shoot at... It's actually going to shoot at Chun-Li because you're still actually very healthy. I just realized.
Oh no, my cover's been blown.
We're going to do... it's going to fire rotten fruit at you.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
So double whatever it rolls for these two results. So 68 total damage to Chun-Li. And you are sickened 1. Its second action is going to be a foot strike against you, so it's just going to kick out at you.
Oh, he does have melee.
He does. Another critical hit.
In response,
Oh.
I'm glad I was actually in rippling stance for this. As he goes to kick me, I attempt to trip him.
Oh, okay. And you can also step if you would like.
I'll just-
35. Well, actually, you might want to step deeper in, because if you're there, Declan has to come all the way over here to flank with you.
Okay.
35 is exactly success, so that will make him prone. But he still gets to deal his damage to you.
Yep.
Alright, so 44 points of damage.
Did that doubled yourself?
That's already doubled.
Okay.
And with his third and final action, he will reload. I'm just going to apply it there. Alright, Chun-Li, it
Kick
is
him while
your
he's down.
turn.
Alrighty.
End of his turn. Fortitude save, please.
Okay. Ooh. Up. How's that?
Still success.
Okay.
I
And
will
Greyhound does have spells with a 60-foot range. I know I said that he was just gonna sit here and cry,
Oh,
but I would
sorry.
have liked to have taken a turn for him as well.
Okay, well, I thought you were doing the crying thing. What would you like to do?
Well, that's not actually an action, so
It's a free action.
Yeah. So thanks for skipping both of my characters practically in tandem.
Alright, what do you want to do?
I would like to purify an icicle this motherfucker,
Okay, go for it.
and I'll probably miss, so it's all good.
This
Where
attack
was
would have
my fourth
occurred
rank spell?
pre-prone.
Yep. Come on. There we are.
That is a hit.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh my.
Alright, well, it doesn't take the positive, which is 12, but it takes the rest of it.
Yep.
Okay. So we'll do this, and then I'll give it 12 back. Icicle of holy water forms and stabs into the bark of this creature. Anything else? Third and final action?
I will tap myself for another first level heal,
Okay.
and that will be it.
Declan.
I think I interrupted Chun-Li actually, didn't I?
You did, yes. Alright, Zach. It is Chun-Li's turn.
Alrighty. So swap to dragon stance.
Okay.
We'll attempt to puke like a dragon.
Alright. Success. You're no longer sickened.
And then she will kick him while he's down. Ooh, or not.
Or not. Was that part of a flurry of blows?
Nope.
Okay. Declan.
Decaf's having some technical difficulties. 1 sec.
Nope. All right. Let's see. So I definitely put too much defense into this creature,
Nah, it's fine.
and I might lower a lot of its damage by like 1 die. Because while the averages of its damages are fairly low since it doesn't have any flat bonuses, the highs are still maybe a little bit higher than they should be. So like for example, looking at like the low damage of a level 12 creature, it's an average of 20 and a maximum of 28. And this guy has maximums of 40 or 32.
Metal.
So if I drop... So like even if I drop everything by 1 die, which might take some configuring for certain ones, mostly the rotten fruit. Actually I could switch the rotten fruit over to D6s. So that would drop the water down to a max of 30 damage. It will drop the spores, splinters, and seeds down to a max of 24. And if I made rotten fruit 4d6s split into 2d6 bludgeoning, 2d6 poison, that would also be a max of 24.
Alright.
Which I think is a good method in balancing out. Dinnerman, as to your idea, that is an interesting concept. The only thing I think I have a slight issue with it from a just design perspective, because its entire cannons run on water, and so if I had like cold shut down its water cannon specifically, it kind of feels like I should have it shut down the cannons entirely. So I don't know. It could be fun to include something like that. I'm not sure about it though. I'd have to toy around with it a bit. But I think I am going to at least adjust the damages on my end. Yeah. The cannons are hydraulic pressure based. Checking in on Shy and Decaf. How's it looking on your ends?
Okay. I think I'm good. My Foundry was like heavily delayed, so I wasn't seeing any activity on Foundry, but I could hear everything like fine. So it was like just strictly visual. So Declan, am I able to move like underneath the tree, like under these branches?
Yeah, these branches are fine. Yeah.
Okay. All right, then I'm gonna go
central
ahead
trunk
and...
part here. This is impassable.
Yeah, it's the central trunk. That was my worry. Okay, cool. Then yeah, I'm gonna come around here, and then that'll be 25, 30, 35, 40. So with the bonus, that would allow me to get like to the middle of the water right here.
Oh yeah, with that bonus, that's perfect.
With that bonus from Inari, yeah. I will use my second action to drink the potion that I pulled out.
Okay.
It's only a lesser healing potion, but it'll do something. Let's see here. Inventory. And then I think we have to post to chat and then use.
Sounds right. 11 points of healing.
All right. And then third action, let's see here, that's 5, that's 10, that's 15. If I kind of want to just try and kill this thing, I kind of want to increase my aura to help Inari, since she's right after me, and that would put her right back in my aura if it increased another 10 feet. So I think what I'm going to do is I am going to do that. I'm going to increase, so that is a 25-foot aura emanating from me for Bless.
All right.
And that should do it.
Okay, Inari, it is back to you.
Alrighty. Do you want to put bless just into the chat again for me so that I can drag that effect, please?
Oh, sure. Yeah, one sec.
And then while you're doing that,
Do-do.
I guess what I'll probably do, because I'm kind of in a similar boat. Come on, there we go. I kind of want to just try and kill it. And Chun-Li, how you looking actually, HP wise? You're pretty messed up.
She has 16 slices of pizza left.
Fascinating. Okay, so basically, here's what I'm gonna do then. I'd like to try and capitalize on a little more damage, but I'll sacrifice for now. We're basically just gonna recast, quote unquote, the Timber Sentinel, and we're gonna move it over to right next to. Can I move it? I can.
Nice.
So now the Timber Sentinel is going to be right here. Put it right there. No. Decaf said it just uproots. No.
It walks over there.
It just. Could you imagine?
To Isengard.
I just pick it up with air and float it over. No, it's just a new tree kind of sprouts, and the other one just kind of disappears. I guess I don't know. And then otherwise, I will just go ahead and make another single action. Whoa!
Hello.
That is not what I wanted. I did not have the right tool selected. Awkward. And I'll just make another elemental blast.
Okay.
I mean, on the plus side, actually, I'm still affected by bless. I thought that would have gone away when you moved, but cool. Convenient. And we'll just do another electric, because why not?
All right, let's see it.
Zert. It's got a -1 AC from me. Oh,
Yep.
and it's prone.
And it's prone. Yeah, I got knocked down.
This stack?
It being prone? Prone is a circumstance
with mine.
penalty, so not.
Would not. Okay, that's unfortunate. Well, on the plus side, I'm still getting something, so. Hey-ya!
Wow.
Sick. I love rolling in that one.
All right.
Love it for me.
Decaf. It is. It is
Mhm.
back to Greyhound.
Okay. So
now it's flat-footed
what
to you.
spells I have left. Oh, jeez. All right, Greyhound, what can you do? We have.
Be a very reliable transport system.
All right. Well, everything else has been only so effective. We're going to try with my last 4th rank slot to cast Agonizing Despair, since it has a 60-foot range.
Ooh, okay. Agonizing Despair. Mental damage. All right, let's give it a shot.
If I only had a brain.
It does not.
The Scarecrow. Oh no. All right. Perfect. Damage away.
Ow, my head! It says.
Damn.
It becomes frightened too.
Suddenly. Wait, does that mean it? Does it actually speak elemental?
It
Or
speaks,
Muon, or whatever it's called?
Yeah, it speaks Muon.
I can talk to it.
You could. You doing a
Tell
third
it
action
under
heal?
arrest.
Honestly, not this time around. I only have like 2 slots left because I'm pretty heavily tapped. I am going to want to maybe try and also do a recall knowledge to see if I can hit DC for maybe weaknesses, since I
Okay.
know that we didn't discover those yet.
Arcana or
I
nature?
think of my option. I'll choose Arcana. That is a +18 to it.
You are welcome to roll it, since this is just a test.
Okie dokie.
Unfortunately, that.
no.
Oh wait, that was Declan. That you
Oh, that
just
was
rolled
Declan.
for.
What the heck? You know, that's a great question. Let's try. Let's try my life again. All right.
All right, well, that is
Nope. Still
also
bad.
still a failure. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Uh,
So bad.
all right, so you're at stage 3 of the sapping
All right.
seeds.
Make sure I actually have Greyhound clicked this time around.
And it is
Enjoy
frightened,
this one.
so the DC has gone down.
Oh my gosh.
Funny how that
It's
works.
not good. It's not good.
Oh no.
It's not good.
You go all the way to stage 5, which has the same effects as
Great.
stage 4, but
It's much scarier.
right. The Artillerist is going to stand up, provoking from Declan,
Yes,
if he wants to react.
I would like to smack. Yes.
Go for it.
Okay. I just realized. I guess when I deleted Bless, yeah, it completely removed off of like effects, and I thought I clicked it into the chat so that we could drag it out. And I just put it out there again, but. So that should help you. My Bless should still show on here unless for some reason it's not.
It is on your
Okay, cool.
character.
Perfect. Yeah, alright, reactive strike. Try that, and forgot about that. I need to retch at some point.
That is a critical hit.
Holy shit, finally.
This might finish the fight. Let's see that damage,
Right.
especially that sneak attack damage.
This is the critical, so it should double.
Oh, it is
For ya.
dead. You could roll all ones.
Oh.
I accidentally
Oh.
dealt that to you. I apologize.
You know, you can apply that to Greyhound. It's fine. There's no way in hell I'm getting out of that.
All right, and if you just want to roll sneak attack damage so we can see what it's going to be.
Sure.
Might as well.
That would have been this.
And it takes
Yeah.
double that,
So
and you
20.
finish off the Artillerist before it got a chance to smack the shit out of Chun-Li.
As it lays dying
my
on the
tree.
ground,
You only had
Chun-Li
16 slices of pizza left.
puts
Yeah.
a pair of
My tree
handcuffs
first.
on it.
All right. Well, congratulations,
do
guys.
we want to see whether or not Greyhound would have died?
And,
You
Oh,
guys
I'm
can
sure.
do that. I'm going to run to the restroom real quickly. So you guys vamp and have
Let's see here.
entertain the guests with that while I do so.
All right, let me just scroll back up here to this DC. Does the DC go down if it's dead? No.
Oh,
Wouldn't it just default?
probably just default back to not 29. That's really unfortunate.
Was it a DC 29 or a DC 30?
It was a 29.
It was a 29?
29
All right, let's
base.
try this.
That's really unfortunate to think about.
Player death.
no.
Player death.
All right, let's see what happens.
Yep, there it is.
Yep, and Greyhound is dead.
Maybe I'm looking at the chat. Dinnerman mentioned like, do the seeds die when the Artillerist does? I feel like that would be a smart thing because otherwise,
Nah.
I don't know. It feels very self-defeating almost because like outside of helping someone increase fortitude saves, it feels like there's nothing you can do to help them.
Paralysis doesn't go away when you kill a ghoul. Why would the seeds go away?
Yes, but paralysis isn't death. At least
Wait, doesn't the paralysis DC decrease?
this is
every
also
round?
true.
This doesn't. That's different, Zach. You at least give your players an out. I don't have an out. My fortitude's going down. It's getting harder every turn, not easier.
Yeah, you have an
It's the
out.
exact opposite,
Hi.
actually. I don't know. I feel like, can you actually remove them or someone? I feel like that should be a thing. We can mention it to.
check.
I will say I don't think the seeds should die when the Artillerist dies, because that defeats the entire purpose of seeds.
Fair, I'll give you
No.
that, but I feel like there has to be something to be able to help another player. Like,
What about allowing either a aid of a nature or medicine check to give them a bonus on their next save against the seeds.
All right. Well, I have you guys are all owners of the creature, so you should be able to open up. We'll take a look
Oh
at
yeah,
it,
yeah, yeah.
and we'll do a quick discussion here. Like I said, I made some adjustments on the fly, so I will cover those as we go down. The Mangrove Artillerist is designed to be a sort of a sniper type creature. Um, sorry. Uh,
I'm
Design
removing
wise,
any of the statuses it has real fast so that none of the numbers show awkward.
yep.
But
Um, so ability score modifiers aren't a huge deal. Given that it is meant to be a sharpshooter type of creature, it does have a plus. It has a high perception. Related to its perception, it has both low light vision and Sylvan Sharpshooter, which allows it to ignore concealment provided by bushes, shrubs, and swamp terrain features, and reduces any cover provided by such obstacles by 1.
Neat.
Yeah,
okay,
since it is
I
a
dig
plant.
that.
Yeah, since it's a plant creature, it should be able to shoot around them. Doesn't have a ton of skills. It has acrobatics and athletics both at moderate values. It actually has nature at high because it is an elemental, and its stealth is normally low, but specifically in marshes and swamps and forests, it gets a plus 24 instead of a plus 20. So that brings it up to almost high.
Does that increase it? Does that like specifically increase it by a bonus, or does that just straight up give it a flat +4?
So on my sheet itself, it says stealth plus 4, parentheses, plus 24 in forests and marshes.
Where do you see that?
So I couldn't figure out how to apply it to this sheet.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
That's what I was looking at. I was like, how?
Uh,
could
Got it,
probably
okay.
if
add
you
the
if you
swamp
open up its
tribe.
skills like editors and you click on
Mhm.
the edit stealth, I have it written in there,
Hmm.
and I thought that would add it.
Oh, okay.
You could add it as part of to swamp stride, I guess.
They usually just include it in the skill for stuff like this.
Is that really how it's like worded?
Usually, yeah.
Weird. I don't like that wording. If I'm being honest, I feel like it's like opposite of everything else they otherwise do. Because normally they just do like bonuses.
Um,
Weird. Okay.
so armor class, so my original idea for this was as a tank. Um,
Mhm.
Obviously, that gave too many stats to the artillerist. As such, I lowered its AC from high to low mid-fight.
Okay.
Dang. Okay. So it had an AC of what originally?
33.
Gotcha.
It has moderate hit points. It has high reflex and fortitude. And the high fortitude is because it's an elemental. The high reflex is because dexterity is its primary ability score. I tried to compensate with a terrible will. It kind of felt weird for it having those bonuses. I'm considering dropping fortitude and reflex both to moderate and making will low instead.
Did you? So you do like reflex and fortitude both being around the same? Then you feel like it's like mobile enough for that?
It's at least dexterous enough for that. I mean,
Okay.
I guess I could drop reflex. It felt weird dropping
It's.
reflex when it has a +7 dexterity.
I was going to say that's merely just a question. It was like a curiosity kind of thing. So like, fair. I don't know if
I
you said
mean,
like both are high, the other's terrible. You're also thinking both moderate and a low.
yep, I would drop fort and reflex to moderate and raise will to low. Raise
What would
will to
that
low.
become?
Will would then become a 19. Fort and reflex would both be a 22.
Oh, those are a lot closer together. Okay, that's a huge number bump. Dang.
So yeah, it depends if you guys think it's better for it to have like will be its major weakness, or if it should have a little bit more weaknesses in its, or a few more chinks in its fortitude and reflex.
I would say if you're wanting to move this thing away from a tank type creature, then I would say
Lower
drop
them.
them to the yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, but I'm going to raise its will because I don't want it to have 2 moderate saves and a terrible save.
No, that I think is still fair.
I can accept 2 moderates. It did actually have a weakness. I didn't write it down here. It's
Oh.
on the sheet itself. But like many tree-based creatures, it has axe vulnerability.
Oh, gotcha.
This is really funny.
So it takes
It's like I don't see one. What?
it takes 10 additional damage from axes.
The lumberjack archetype wins again.
Yep.
The weirdest archetype. Just saying.
Moving on to its attacks, it has, as a sniper type creature, it has a high attack bonus for its trunk cannon. It has a moderate attack bonus for its foot, which is also agile. The trunk cannon also has the reload trait, which we saw kind of kept it from bombarding you guys too much, aside from that opening salvo, which I really enjoyed, and kind of shaped the fight. I was actually talking to Zach. I'm not sure if you guys were listening. But I base the damage around an average of 20.
Okay.
Because
yeah.
all of its, and that's low damage for its level. But all of its attacks have an average of 20. However, I was looking into it a little bit more. And so while the average for low damage is 20, its max is 28. And I realized the issue was that while I was staying close to the average, my max was in the 40s and 32s, depending on the type of ammunition it used.
Yeah, and that's not even counting in critical hits.
Right.
Yeah.
So, what I've done, and it isn't, I can actually change it real quick on here, it's not too difficult, but I have lowered the damage of all its abilities, of all its different
You said
ammunitions.
you lowered its die, yeah?
So, all the ones that are 4D something normally, baseline, they have all become 3D whatever dice they were.
Oh, 3. Okay.
And rotten fruits, so that I could keep it evenly split, have both become 2d6 instead of 2d10s.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Alrighty.
So it's pumping out a lot less damage now. I think I'm fairly happy with that. How did you guys feel about accuracy, damage, stuff like that?
I didn't mind its damage personally. Like, if it is a sniper, that part I don't think I mind actually. Like,
Now, do you
Yeah, I was
not
gonna
mind
say,
it
like,
enough?
the opening volley hurt, but like I wasn't worried about playing healer outside of the fact that the healer could not move.
yeah, no,
Right.
it
Yeah,
got like
no
a high
bonus.
roll on that starting salvo like that. Yeah, like that'll happen. I had nothing against that part. I think that was great.
So
I think
do you
that
guys,
was super fun.
if with that being the case, do you guys think it's damage? I should not have changed the damage.
The concern of the max, I think, is still fair.
Yeah.
If as long as you feel like the damage is still enough, I don't think there's a worry. But it just
it is.
I don't know.
It's slightly lower across the board, but again, I'm kind of fine with that because it has it can make people confused. It can deal the bleed. It can do the sapping seeds, the sickened. It can push people back, which you saw it make use of to protect itself. Like it. Yeah.
I do like all those. My initial concern with confused was I didn't realize that it was for 1 round, so I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah. Yep. Only
I don't necessarily mind as much as I thought I did, admittedly. And I imagine after the first starting round, if a party has that happen to them, they'll quickly spread out enough to not have to deal with that again because they
And you
realized,
guys,
oh no, that's a problem.
yeah, and you guys did so incidentally.
Yeah, we didn't exactly have much of a choice on that one. We
Yeah.
kind of just did. But
Okay, so and yeah, it has to reload its trunks, so there's all that. That's good. I will say I forgot to put them in here. One thing I did include in its design is it does have 2 primal innate spells.
Ooh.
It has, I'm not sure they've added them yet. It has Entangling Flora. So
have you updated your?
no, because it resets everything. I'll do it after our Turngrave Affair session tomorrow. But Entangling Flora is in here. Creatures that start their turn in it must attempt a reflex save, and on a failure, they take a minus 10-foot status penalty to speed until it leaves, and on a critical failure, they're immobilized for 1 round. And then, in addition to that, it can cast that
Mhm.
3 times per day, and once per day, it can cast Tangling Creepers, which is a minus 10-foot circumstance penalty to speed without a save, and once per round, you can make a Vine Lash out from any square within the expanse of the creepers by using a single action which has the Concentrate trait. As a 15-foot reach, makes a spell attack roll against the target, and on a success, the vine pulls the target into the creepers and makes it immobilized for 1 round, or until it escapes, whichever comes first.
Okay.
And so that is intended for it to help try to lock down some people,
Mhm.
and then bombard them with its using its dig in ability.
Okay.
How'd you guys feel about that?
I mean,
The dig in ability specifically.
Yeah.
I think I cut you off, Zach. Go ahead.
oh, I was just saying, I think that's pretty neat. It's very fitting for it
Yeah.
to be like a living siege weapon.
Yep. And it is
Nice.
worth mentioning that it dropped it as you guys drew nearer because it adds the volley 30-foot trait to its cannons.
Yeah.
And you guys were all spread out. So it
It
didn't
never had a
really.
reason to do it again. Yeah.
Yep. So then the only other stuff in its kit, and well, the only other actions, cannon leap. How'd you guys like that?
That was neat. That was very, very funny.
That
I
was It was more just poor Declan. Just come with you.
So given its role as an artillerist, I did want to give it some sort of escape. And this was my attempt at doing so. And then, okay, I do want your thoughts on this. Replenishing reload. So it can only do it once per round, and when it does so, it gets 10 temp HP. Is that too much?
I don't think so.
Because this fight went 9 rounds.
I mean,
What is the average damage for most things at this point? If you
Uh,
do hit
for my damage or your damage?
that, like player damage, like level 11,
I do
level
not know.
10.
I mean, I think this. I've done full build Friday, but you guys have played more characters than I have.
I mean, you can only
Uh,
do it once, and odds are each character is gonna hit it at least one time.
Especially with its lower
uh,
AC now.
oh, that's true.
And any character has the ability to easily do 10 points of damage. So I mean, especially at level 11.
Yeah. My main idea was
Okay.
just to give it a little bit more durability to help it hang in the fight, which it did not need while it had the high AC. But
Fair enough.
with the lowered AC, I think it's both thematic and it helps make it a tank. So, now for what is likely to be the most Well, before we get to the most conscientious part of this design, any other thoughts on what we've discussed so far?
I know it was mentioned. So it's kind of got the idea of like 2 trunk cannons. Is that explicitly stated?
In Trunk Cannon itself, what appears to be a pair of hollow out logs that actually serves as barrels for its trunk cannons, which launch water and plant matter through hydraulic pressure. I could make that more clear.
No,
Could say-
I was still reading with you. Reloads 1 trunk cannon by spending a single interact below that. So okay,
Yep.
that was what I was looking for.
Yeah.
As long as it's explicitly stated somewhere, kind of thing, I think is the important thing.
Yep.
I just didn't catch it the first time. So
All right. So anything else on what we've talked about so far? Any number adjustments you guys feel need to be made? Anything else with the abilities you want to suggest?
I think those are fine.
Okay.
honestly, yeah, it still
Then-
seems fairly fun otherwise. Yeah.
Then let's move on to the sapping seeds.
I love how BB just knows, which is fair.
Which is completely fair and balanced ability.
Well, if Greyhound had held out for 2 more rounds, these seeds would have died.
My God, he made a couple successful saves. He tried. He
he
had
died
so
next
much
round.
negative to his poor
So-
fort save that was already low.
The maximum duration of 10 rounds.
He died the round right after it died.
These use a moderate DC. Most abilities suggest the game mastery guide itself suggests if you're going to design an ability that uses a less than moderate DC, don't bother designing it.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I think.
So, do we think it was bad rolls for Greyhound?
I mean, he did roll a lot of low numbers.
Decaf, do you know what you were rolling for those generally? Because I'll be honest, I had trouble reading your
mean,
dice.
I'm gonna counter that and say, well, yes, I rolled low. Are we only going to point fingers at my rolls? Because a death ability at level 11. I mean, you fail 6 times, even 3 times, and that's just auto death. I know it's mid-level, but that's rough.
As a counterpoint to that, let me find them real quick.
As a
I was gonna say, do you
counterpoint.
have like an example of what this was based off of for an ability?
So I guess that's much slower. I was going to reference zombies, and actually, you know what? That might be a good starting point. So zombies have their disease. Stage
Yeah.
5 is death. But instead of inflicting drained 1 or anything that would make it harder to save against it, they deal damage that can't be healed until you've been cured of the effect.
I do feel like that is a major difference, unfortunately.
Yeah, because this is like specifically drained as the Oracle. Admittedly, yeah, I am a class that's not going to be good at Fortitude saves, so that's already accounted for. But this is basically there's no turning around unless I'm rolling like 16s, 17s, 18s on the die.
Actually, yeah, that is a curious. What is, just out of my curiosity, what's your fortitude save?
Baseline? Let's take a look. I have a plus 18, but the moment I get slapped with that, like, you're talking 50% chance essentially.
Yeah, 50% chance to immediately fail, and then it is BB.
Mm-hmm.
I I do, because I do think the ability is still like a fitting ability. Because I don't necessarily want to say like I'm not saying scrap the whole thing. I feel like there should be a way to be able to help that player. Because outside, because like once the seed's there, it just feels like they have to roll high enough to get it out, which sure could happen. But you know, if they do have a 50% chance, it's a very real chance of them not doing that. Or outlast it long enough, which is possible. But I feel like there should be a way for other players to be able to assist in some way.
What about my assist idea? You could
I
be
had
a
asked and I
roll
was
the check.
told no.
Well, that was
I asked if there was any way I could aid, and I was told unless you have a way to add to fortitude. So that's why I'm mentioning it now.
I mean, I'm trying to think because this is essentially along the lines of a curse, or I guess it functions more like a poison than anything.
Is there a parasite archetype in Pathfinder?
I mean, the closest thing that comes to mind for me are not the Azada, the Akata, which implant people with their parasitic larval young. And actually,
What did those say?
so those ones, so that is a day-based disease. So I mean, I could change this thing to affect people on a daily basis, but I don't know. Part of the idea was, as Dinnerman mentioned, it wants to kill enemies from afar.
Yeah.
So having the something that it takes days to happen doesn't exactly work. Um, I mean, I could.
Okay, I'm not saying I'm arguing against this. I'm just saying, I mean, if it ran away, put its sapping seeds, well, then it's really far, you know, when they die. No, I'm kidding.
I could say. Let's see. A creature can attempt to aid an affected creature with a treat poison action.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's just it's a medicine check?
Yeah.
Can the individual do that for themselves as well?
Yes, because they are a creature attempting to aid the affected creature. Or maybe I should say this affliction can be treated with a treat poison check.
Maybe something more along that. Yeah, because if you do aid, that might sound like it can't be done by the target. And then treat poison. Because yeah, again, my only concern is like it's a good ability and I do like it, but it feels like the moment someone with a low fortitude save gets stuck with it and they get that drained condition, they're just trying to fight a losing battle.
Okay, so I can do this treat poison. I'm not lowering the DC. I'm keeping with the maximum duration. Well, maybe. Okay, so there's two ways to go about it. First way, it starts off slower. So maybe it starts off with just like a penalty to speed as the vines begin to like grow out of your body and like hamper your movement.
Yeah, Dinner mentioned that one. I think that's fair.
This is going off of Dinnerman. So instead of drained 1, at stage 1, it is a minus 10 foot circumstance penalty to speed. Chance penalty to all speeds.
And stage 2 could be like off guard and slowed 1.
I'm not sure I want to go all the way into slowed, but maybe that is still keeping that penalty to speeds and off guard because they're starting to like bind you up a little bit.
I think the stages would be fine. I think the one consideration that has me on edge is the ability to like deal with it, right? So I think as long as we have verbiage and if we want to treat it like a poison, then you could utilize similar wording to like the Kruth's poison tooth ability, where like these effects, the drained condition, the off guard, the immobilized, perhaps cannot be removed until the actual like sting seeds are removed via like administering first aid. That way, at least there's like somebody could maybe try and back off and help their allies. Shoots myself in the foot as the low fortitude guy, but I think that is like my safe help on this one personally, because I think that's a good way to try and handle it.
So you think administer first aid to just remove the effect entirely?
No, not
well, we can still
entirely.
stick with treat poison in this situation. I think it's just like similar
You cut out.
I imagine it'd be more like because so the difference here would be like it's not necessarily removing the whole thing because with his example, the Kruth, you're just removing the whole tooth. It's not like a growing thing. I imagine it'd be more like a treat poison to try and help with the effect, and it could still be the bonus. It could be more like a you give them an additional check or something along those lines, or if you succeed, maybe you can help them go down a stage. Things like that, I think, is kind of the idea. Imagining like stage 4 and you pull apart some of the things that it's like actively holding them down, so you remove some of the things that's actually draining at them,
Okay,
kind of
so
concept.
how about
treat poison for like the bonuses, right? Not like a flat like okay, it's gone. I think as long as you can get like bonuses, because that's the main thing. Like I actually really enjoyed using Blessing of Defiance. Thank God I took that spell, but like it's such a good option to try and help with these sort of situations.
Well, yeah, that's treat poison does. It gives you either a +2 or a +4.
okay,
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So I really like
so
it.
do you guys like that, or would you prefer a character can administer first aid to an affected creature against the effect's save DC, as though rolling a new save?
Well, wouldn't that what the bonus from treat poison be?
The bonus from treat poison would just be a bonus. This would be essentially you're spending 2 actions, somebody spending 2 actions and making a check to do a new save effectively for the person.
Oh, for like the whole effect?
Yes.
Another, yeah, it would be the idea of giving them another save.
And a person could do that to themselves as well. So this would be in place of the treat poison.
Suddenly, Archives of Nethys is no longer my first result whenever I Google things. What?
To attempt to
How dare it?
reduce these stages. Failing or critically failing this check doesn't increase the stages.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that call out would adjust that a bit.
All right. So do you guys like that
or treat poison?
Or as I have typed it up now? So either before the slashes or after the slashes.
Zach, thoughts?
I would also like to hear Decast's thoughts because he was the most affected by this ability.
What's the reduction of stages per DC?
Success, you reduce the stage by 1.
And so critical success would be 2 stages?
Correct.
It'd be like a normal save.
And I'll be honest, if I do this, so administer first aid first off is 2 actions anyway. And if I do this, I feel much safer about keeping like drained 1 as its effects, which I
As
feel
that's
like,
like the stage 1.
and I feel like those match what the seeds are doing. They are draining your vitality for their growth.
Yeah. Now, and like, so thematically, I do still like sapping seeds. It was just concerning with, what it might entail in
Right.
the end without enough chances, I should say, that a player could think of. Because obviously, I should say, it's not like the player will know that they can, whichever one you would decide to go with, treat poison or administer first aid. It's not like they would immediately know that they could do that unless they made a recall knowledge.
True.
But if they decide to mention it, at least then they can be rewarded for asking. And I think that's kind of the key thing, rewarded for trying to be helpful to your team, things like that.
All right.
I mean, minimum, you have 3 rounds to do something before that character dies. That's plenty enough time.
I mean, that's like normal dying rules almost at that point, and we all know how sometimes that goes south.
But Decaf, do you have a preference on this?
So what would be, I guess, who is rolling the recheck if it is administering first aid? Is it the same person who's afflicted?
Whoever is administering. So the administer first aid, you roll against the save DC to attempt to reduce the stages. So it's whoever's rolling it is rolling to reduce the stages. So again, this could be
the save in somebody else's hands.
This, and it failing though doesn't increase the stages. And a character, and it should be worded properly that a character can work on themselves with this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Administering first aid.
And Dinnerman, that is a good call out. I will add that in the description.
Yeah, I think the after the slashes seems pretty fine.
Okay. Man, I wish we still had veggie pygmies, because they would have given me a good concept to go off of for this.
I mean, that's what the Oh wait, did they get rid of those entirely?
I haven't seen them in 2nd edition.
I thought they were playable race.
Leshies are.
Which one? Which one?
Oh, then yeah, okay, that's the same thing.
Well, then play a Leshy.
Yeah.
They're common now. Of all things.
Because they're a weed, a pest.
They went from uncommon to common because they just kept coming back.
Yeah. The population spiked during the summer.
They're like grass. So yeah, thoughts, Decaf?
I am still deliberating, but I think I'm almost there. All right. So I think overall, we're talking treat poison does have a possible negative if you crit fail versus administer first aid doesn't. You're reducing the lethality if you go for everything written after the slashes. I'm staring at a circumstance bonus from treat poison, and otherwise Blessing of Defiance is a status bonus. Now, of course, that's a very
So you
niche
could
spell. That is
stack
not something that
bonuses.
anybody would have.
Mhm.
But I do feel like a good healing support character should always take this spell, just so we're clear. So I will call out everybody who doesn't. I think I personally lean towards the treat poison check.
I really do.
You like the treat? You prefer the treat poison?
I do. I like the higher risk factor with like the success or possibly crit failing to try and aid in this situation versus like just a flat out administer first aid to try and like not have to worry about failing or crit failing. I do
Okay.
like the risk.
All right. Well,
That's fair.
that's very fair. Shy, Zach, you guys good with that?
Does that mean
Yeah.
you're still gonna move the drain condition down some?
Oh, if you're doing treat poison.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think I'm going to save drained. I think I'm just going to have it increased by 1 at stages 3, 4, and 5.
All right.
So,
Okay.
What do you mean?
So stage
So like
1,
1, 2, and
is
3.
drain.
stage 1
Yeah.
is a minus 10 foot status penalty to all your speeds.
Mhm.
Stage 2 is that plus off guard. Stage 3 is just. Oh no, wait, sorry. Stage 3 is drained, immobilized, and off guard. Stage 4 is now drained 2, immobilized, and off guard. And stage 3 is drained 3, immobilized, and off guard.
Stage 5.
And then stage 6 is dead, and over 24 hours, these seeds consume the corpse and grow into a weak Mangrove Artillerist.
Terrifying.
And then 3D 6 months later, it is a fully normal Mangrove Artillerist.
I like it. We need more zombie plants.
It's the
Well, this is gonna end up in Pal World first.
oh well, please no.
See, great fit for
I've
Pal
always showed-
World.
The sad part is you're actually very correct. It would be an amazing
Venusaur and
fit.
Blastoise had a love child.
Have I shared my creation of the yellow musk ent with you guys?
I'm sorry, the what now?
So no.
The yellow
but,
musk
Oh no, I
ent.
heard yellow musk.
I think I fought
Yeah,
one.
it's Ah,
But,
That's one of my favorite creations.
But that is going to wrap this up. We have tested the Mangrove Artillerist. We have made adjustments. Most adjustments we have made in a while to a monster.
yeah.
But thank you everybody who came out for the encounter, who are watching this in the future. Bannerman, as the only person that was really talking in chat, it was great having you, man, and we really appreciate it. We'll be back here again next week. Next week we are going to be testing a level 8 creature, so we'll have level 7 players. But until then, stay safe, be good. See you next time. Bye.
Night stream.
Ciao for now, dinner. Ciao for now, chat.